I mean, I had skipped the tingle phase and went straight to the drool phase. Think, you motherfucker, think. Yes! I got it. I can roll. I can roll.
Hurry.
Cold beer, don't you ever worry. I'm right here, never live without you. Don't care right now too. Cold beer, don't you ever worry. I'm right here, never live without you.
Mini boom. Lagunitas Maximus Colossal IPA. They're just trying to see how many us they can throw in there. Robustus, flavorous, 9.0ius, holy shittius. Okay, it's big cans, because I like big cans. I'd see her run a marathon. Hell, I'd like to watch her run from my house to yours. Another beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Finally had some snow we had to shovel. Still wasn't much, but
It was enough for my truck to pay me enough today to equal a day of work. In 2 hours. Now, if I just like advertise, you know.
that's what I said, man. You can go plow some people.
I'd like to plow her. God damn. Thanks for the segue, Matt.
She is cute.
Plowable.
Very plowable.
Smells good. Has kind of a malty kind of smell to it.
Tastes just fine.
Tell you though, just like I told him, I was actually pretty impressed with yesterday's. It's like, oh, an IPA and it's like someone dumped some fruit punch into it. It was actually quite good. Well, it doesn't really matter. I picked this one to leave out.
I heard people bitching about my board too. Hey, I told them last time. There's only one left.
Cover says it's the worst board ever.
Yeah. I'm just helping you on, on your shipping costs. I know that's going to start playing a major, factor into life. So I figured the least I could do is help you out with that.
Hey, we're drinking the last beer I have to review.
Oh shit. We're gonna have to start doing does it mixes. Oh, I go to the liquor store though, and I can't even find anything new half the time.
I don't know. The best chance you have is actually Keyport.
Yeah, I don't go over there much. That's the thing. If I do, trust me, I stop there. If I go over Superior, but I don't. Honestly, I don't like going over the bridge. Call me crazy, but I am paranoid as hell going over either one of those bridges.
Okay, at least they're not mandatory knocking one down to rebuild it.
They should be. From what I've heard on some of those reports.
Even on the bong?
They both need updates or repairs from what I've heard.
Oh, that's scary. Considering how much older the Belknap Bridge is in comparison to the bong.
When the bong's what, 85? That's when it opened. It was in 85.
I think that's when we... 2.2 miles.
Yeah, we just looked that up yesterday.
Next question I have is when it comes to building a bridge, what's so wrong with just having a bridge that does this? Why did we feel compelled to have a bridge that does that?
Maybe just because where it was easier to put
well, all I can think of is
the pillars.
either drilling those pylons or the property that they were able to
Leave from.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It is a weird shaped bridge, though. Well, neither one of them are straight.
No.
Even the high bridge is. I mean, it's not an S, but it curves off to the right.
It's got pierogies just like Clinton does. It's got a little. Okay.
I would love to be their boner donor.
She's all ready with some. They're both ready with some extra lube too. On the Four Roses, Salty says double nakedness is next to godliness, and Nick the Dick posting in the Duluth classifieds to offer plowing services. You'll get all kind of responses, but it's Duluth, so they're probably looking for a different kind of plowing. In saying that, being unemployed, $20 is $20, right? I mean, that's what you used to say to Jim and Heffy at the truck stop, isn't it? Laugh out loud, read more button. Well, thanks to Biden, it's $40. It's $40 now. Then he says, also, yes, I did make a earlier comment. Did you miss me? Had to go back to verify. It was actually there, and I'm not losing my fucking mind. Must have been picked up in your feed. Insert face palm here. Well, Nick, I don't know if because you thought that my brewery review days died with the last channel. I use the filtering haven't responded to. So when I refresh at the end, if there's nothing and I haven't commented or hearted your comment, then that is all YouTube fuckery. Why? I don't understand. Because, well, you're not, because I haven't added you to the list, but 99% of everybody that leaves a comment on this last video are all on authorized users or authorized whatever. So there should be nobody that gets their shit deleted. And the thing that made it even more of a train wreck is Hector was also listed in both categories as an administrator on my YouTube channel, and he still gets just as much deleted as everybody else. So it's like, so first in on Fruit Force was the DFC, nailing down another podium spot. So proud of you. I'm sure your family wasn't able to talk to you for days, because you just walked around going, honey, fuck off. I'm enjoying this. Leave me be. Zeus says, cheers, bros. Zeusy. Rich F says, cheers, all. Cheers, Rich. Multi-Gunman says, top 10 whiskey nakedness. And Mr. 27 says to him, top 6 beer. Billy. Captain Dickface, long time. Billy, remember the other day when I said that you don't respond and comment enough? I may have overstated that. You go ahead and slip back into obscurity.
Wow.
Salty, good night and good naked. Tardisius, I saw a werewolf with a Chinese menu in his hand walking through the streets of Soho. He was naked. His hair looked great though. And Miss 27 says, naked is the nakedness stuff. Jeremy, Old World Meats is online. I emailed them and you can order off the website. Huh.
For what?
If you say you wanted to pick up anything that they sell. I just figured they'd plaster it all over the box. But there's no links on there. Like, go to oldworldmeats.com or...
Mm-hmm.
But Jeremy has proven me wrong, once again, because he's a dick.
He likes to do that. It's alright.
Mike says cheers. Cheers, Mike. Billy again. Can't stop staring at your finger. It's going to get flagged. Din says now he has 2 Irish curses.
Did you ever get that checked out?
Yeah.
What did they say? It's gone?
Yeah,
It's a goner.
She said you're good as dead.
Say, well, if they gotta chop it, just we'll heat up the griddle, and you can take your pick, either the chop saw, the axe,
Oh, that's a tough one there.
chop saw or axe. I'll even throw in the jigsaw, but that I think that's gonna be the worst.
Especially if it like catches like it does when it pinches a piece of wood.
Axe might be the quickest, cleanest,
Yeah.
but it might shatter the bone.
No, Kelly said, this time you were right. Like, thanks. She can't even give me a full solid, like, you were right. They were wrong. No, she just said that this nail is dead and the nail behind it will eventually push this one off. She goes, I could take this off of there right now for you. And I went, no, you're not.
I'm right there with you.
No.
I'm right there with you.
She goes, yeah, it's best because it's sort of like its own little Band-Aid right now versus how sensitive.
It's just extra protection.
I got a little helmet on the ugliness.
Yeah.
I've lost nails before, and that I constantly had the thing wrapped in Band-Aids because just something like this. I mean, the only thing more sensitive is taking a grazer shot on your balls. You know, it's the ultimate curse. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. You got your underwear pulled down, and you're peeing, but you're not quite done, and your underwear slipped between your fingers. Bounces off the front of your testicles. Now it pins your penis against your chest, which just holy watered. It's a great time.
You know, I mean, it might be because you're a few years older than me, but I don't think I've ever had that problem.
Oh, tell ya.
You better start squatting. Just start squatting.
I don't know why that would even get a bad curse. I mean, shit, you're sitting down, it's comfortable. Aiming's probably a little bit more dead on.
All depends on how you hang.
You know, when it's 3 o'clock in the morning and the bathroom's dark because you didn't want to turn the lights on because it was like looking at a welding spark, and you just kind of you kind of have to pee your way to the deeper tone. The first one you can tell it's no water at all.
Fuck, it's the sink.
My favorite is the dual stream. You're standing right over the toilet, and you don't get any pee in the toilet.
You're like, I gotta dust this fucker off. It hasn't been used for a while.
I just urinated on the paper roll dispenser and in the garbage can.
Oh, man.
Coco's having Subway for dinner.
Hey, remember, foot long is too much for one person. Eat a 6-inch and you'll be fine. Did you hear about that on the news?
No.
Oh, they had to comment, and now they're doing new advertisement. Oh, foot long, that's for 2 people. A foot long is way too much for one person to eat at a time. Yet they know people, especially in America.
Not any
We're
of
eating
the
a whole
Subways
goddamn-
around here.
We're eating a whole goddamn sub.
Craig.
They used to load them up. Now they're chintzy as hell.
I know. It's like you can literally hide everything in the bun. No annoying vegetables and meat sticking out.
That's why I literally get almost everything on my sandwiches now. Yep, throw on some spinach. Yep, I want some lettuce.
Even if you don't like it.
Black olives too. Yep, banana peppers. Yep, give me those. I'll take some cucumbers. Throw on a little tomatoes. And that's my meatball sub.
my one topping meatball sub. Merry Christmas to you too. I tell you, I made almost all of Locked and Loaded last night with the glass of Lafroig I poured.
Nice.
I got a little zesty.
Yeah, I got a little.
I mean, I took like this big gulp of it, and then I followed that because I had a big glass of ice water also. And it was like, I looked back at the shot glass and I was like, it didn't really look like anything was missing. Hey, you want to know what's a prime example of being a space cadet? I like to start off by saying that the gas gauge in my pickup and the gas gauge in the car go opposite ways for empty or full. I'm driving the Subaru around now for 3 days going,
I was going to say the truck's empty.
God damn it, I'm gaining gas! This fucking Subaru life's sweet! Then I realized that was going towards empty like it's supposed to. But I was thinking of the truck, and it was like...
Goes the opposite way.
Yeah, it was...
Wow. Eric.
Subarus don't develop fuel as you drive them. I just wanted to... In case you didn't know that.
Jeez.
It's like, fuck.
That's a new one to me, boss.
I know, it's kind of weird, isn't it?
I like her. She ain't bad.
No, I'm not seeing any tattoos. I like all the open real estate. What should we have? You go really over the edge and have some balcons. No. No, I'm just kidding on that one.
Did we do bourbon last time? Yeah, because I brought that bottle over.
Yeah.
I found it just today. It was out in my garage. It was on the shelf with all the oils in my tools. I was just throwing it in there in a hurry. So I did not put it where it goes.
Talk about riding the edge, huh? Look at those eyes.
Now, see, that looks very doctored up or artificial. But that's just me. Oh, I'm good, boss. Oh, really? Just had to do that, huh? That was a good one. I'll give you that. If you guys couldn't see what he did, he took the bottle and flicked it like he was shaking out the last little bit.
I got the last drop. Unfortunately, I missed and hit the seat. Okay, Poco. I wish I had a basement. Then I can be my own basement dweller. There's the advantage just having a basement.
You know, I wanna build a whole house of basement. I want a hobbit home. Seriously, I have thought about it.
I don't know how
Like,
many
I don't know
years.
if I build something up at my dad's house. I mean, especially if I build it myself. Like, what would I do? Like, a barn-dominium is one idea. A-frame is one idea I really like. But the hobbit house. I think the hobbit house would be so badass and unique. But I don't even know where I'd begin with that one.
If I won like a couple of zillion dollars and Christine said, I don't give a shit, you can have your own house.
I want a bunker.
I want a missile silo.
I want a bunker with an elevator in it.
You know how awesome that'd be? Sitting in the man cave area, the bar, the entertainment area, and you hit a remote control, and like 20 stories above you, two cement slabs capable of stopping a nuclear warhead going off move out of the way, and just direct sunlight comes in, along with a bunch of bodies.
Along with a bunch of bodies, eh?
Not to mention, you know, you got your garage door opener and the blast shield opens and closes behind you, yet you still drive for 5 minutes to get to
the sunlight.
Get down to your place. Yeah, I actually did some searching one night. I don't remember if we were like on after a Locked and Loaded we were looking up like exotic places for sale, and yeah, a whole bunch of retired military stuff like that. And it was like $12 million. And this particular one had already been developed, so, you know, minus that little thing called windows, you know, it looked like just a high-end house. A couple of the rooms did have simulated. They had a window, and then they said there
like
was
a TV screen or something.
Well, no, it was like a window, like a stained glass or something, but behind it was a bunch of natural light LEDs hooked to a computer, and it would actually cycle
with the sun,
with the day.
I did that. We built this really nice house up in Kenwood, and we made them a big gym in their house. No, this is in Duluth. In the cities, we did some cool things, but up here in Duluth, they had a gym on one half of their, you know, basement. Then the other half, we made a custom bar for them, and it was kind of like a tiki bar almost, but a little bit more with a kind of like a tiki bar meets rustic, you know. Mm-hmm. And we had to frost all the windows. We put in LEDs around the back side of the windows, and then we frosted them so it always looked like it was snowing. You know, in the bar, you look out, you know, and it's a concrete wall, but you look out and it looks like it's kind of glowing light and it's all frosty and snowy.
Kind of shit you expect. Well, especially today, like you said, you get a high-end like OLED 55-inch monitor tilted on its side, build a frame and everything around it. You could you could look out the window and it'd look like you were in New York City, looking out the 50th floor of your deluxe condo. Yeah, you could do some. I mean, it's just money. Can you imagine that cost though? Buying for every window that you would normally have in your house now.
Let's say 10 to 20.
Now you buy 10 or 20 high-end 55, 65-inch televisions, just so they can be your pretend windows.
Well, if you got that kind of money, does it matter?
Nah. Can't take it with you. Poco, well, you could smoke your remote start, just saying.
You know what, though?
Did you hear any of that dialogue yesterday, by the way?
No, what?
David. He's trying to play daddy about how I could do so much more right now with $500 than get a remote start for my car.
Like what? What are his recommendations?
Just pay bills or whatever. I mean, not dumb stuff. But after I get my little pee-pee slapping from Daddy, we go to the smoke shop. And I go, just in case you're not aware, I just want you to know you are literally smoking a remote start. And he just started laughing right there at the counter. Jesus Christ, how do any of you motherfuckers smoke at this day and age? A carton, 4 cartons of cigarettes was $125 less than I need for my high-end remote start for my car. And guess what? When is those smokes going to be gone? Because I bet you my remote start will still be in my car, plugging along just fine when all 4 of those cartons of cigarettes are gone. Oh yeah, take that back. I bet you I get 10 years more use.
You're not wrong.
I have said to each his own. Do what you want with your money. I've had friends that the amount of money that they were willing to spend on, and then you pick it. I think me and you were talking about, I won't mention any names, and a knife.
Knives. Yeah.
And it's like, I feel it's a pretty good deal at $420. $420 for that knife?
I ain't spending over $100 on a knife, I don't think.
I think to this
moment... You can get pretty much any kind of knife you want and a good knife for under $100.
I don't know if I've ever spent more than $65 on a knife.
Well, same, I mean, usually I try to stick around the 50 or less. 50 or less. You can get a good blade even for $20, $30. Yeah, it's nothing to brag about. But you can get a good working, long-lasting blade that can hold an edge for $20, $30, no problem.
Yeah, I could go in there right now and show you 3 brands of knives that they don't even, other than a couple of them that are titanium blades, they don't have a knife that's more than, say, $30 $35.
Yeah.
And they're fucking fabulous. When you spend years and you still haven't even nicked the blade on them, no, I don't understand that. But to each his own. Maybe that's your thing. Maybe you like, I don't know, zero tolerance knives or Boker or something, and that's just what you do. You collect them. I get it. But for me, like I said, I tell you what, if you live in Florida or you live in the middle of the country, you probably don't understand when I say I will not own a vehicle that does not have a remote start. Especially now with like what I've experienced with the Subaru.
I've never had one and I don't care. I mean, my sister's had one for a while and I get it, it's a nice option. But I'm used to, you know what? If it's that cold, I'm used to also having to shovel. So go start your truck up and shovel around everything, and by the time you get done shoveling, the shit's warm.
Well, that was the issue today. I started my car and, of course,
covered with snow.
The little blue light is on. You know, supposed to drive it with the little blue light on. And
because it was too cold.
By the time I was done, basically the Subaru basically has a light that says, "Well, just let me warm up a little bit.
Just waking up from my nap,
before
bitch.
we go anywhere." You know, I was gonna say on that regards though, after owning a diesel, you know, on a day like we've had the last few, you know, my truck runs at least 20 minutes before I get in it and move it.
Yeah, and it's loud too.
And now the Impreza is like the gas version of it. If you actually were to follow the rule and not drive it when the little blue light is on, wait for the little blue light to go out.
Has anyone inquired about your truck yet?
Mm-mm. I didn't even check since 2 days ago now, but as of a couple days ago there was 56 clicks on the ad, but it only takes one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's just on Facebook.
Yeah, that's the only place that it's listed. If I knew somebody that was like more on a main drag, I'd like to put a for sale sign on the window and.
Craigslist ain't bad.
Well, I don't remember what they charge now though.
They never. I didn't know they started charging.
I don't think it's free anymore.
What? I mean, that's why no one uses Craigslist anymore. Well, I know some people that do. Some people are just like the older people. That's all they use. They're not into the YouTube part. But like Craigslist, my mom's husband, he doesn't have a smartphone. So he asks my mom all the time for her smartphone because she works at home. And what does he do? He drains the battery in like 2-3 hours. And all he does is look at ads on Craigslist all day.
Why?
I don't know. See something he wants, he'll go buy it. He goes through snowmobiles kind of often. Kind of like me with vehicles. He'll buy it, fix it up if it needs anything. Otherwise he buys older ones and drives it around for a little bit. And then either gives it to his kid or sells it and goes and buys a new one and does the same thing, and just to see what he likes. And he's got a couple of vehicles. He bought his ice house online, from Craigslist. Little odds and ends or anything, like I said, he sees and thinks he likes.
I don't know.
Him and my mom buy those, they bought old antique chairs and they refurbish them, and
I'll have to double check, but I'm almost positive I paid like $10 or $15 to put my white truck on there.
It might be certain items nowadays. It might be like vehicles, but shit, as far as I know, it was always free.
Oh, I know it used to be. Billy, I would love to smoke your remote start. Poco, the rental car remote starts through an app on your phone.
Yeah, no one's peeing. They said that the other day, remember when we were here? No one was peeing.
You're a peeing. Rich says Old World Meats does have a website. They offer their snack boxes in 12 flavors for $20 each. Yeah, you can go to the store, because that's how much that is at the store.
$20? And how many are in here?
20.
Oh, so they keep. All right, that's not bad.
No, it's. Feel for the size of the meat stick. It's $1.
Yeah.
I think you'd pay more than that at a convenience store.
Mm-hmm.
The impulse item at the. Billy again. Shit, Minnesota might be worse than Illinois.
For what?
We are getting that way. Gun stuff. Red flag laws.
Yeah.
Now they got the
You know,
paper trail stuff.
yeah, they're doing crazy stuff like that, but I'm surprised they haven't started doing like all the California shit, you know, with limited magazines and, you know, I know we're kind of following in California's steps, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Cheapo Gun Guy subcomment says, no. No? Well, hey, long before this last vote, I was, well, of course, speaking to you guys. There's like, what, 4 of you, period, that will hear my voice that live in the state of Minnesota. Maybe more, but probably 4 of you. And the fact is that voting matters. And the repercussions are we handed all the branches, we handed them the keys to the kingdom. They can push through anything they want now. And they've wanted to go after, they have tried for decades to do after the gun stuff. But we've always had enough power to to introduce it and to get it to pass through. But not anymore. And here we are.
And see, that's where the feds honestly should be stepping in, because that's stepping on our rights. The federal laws should be what stand on the gun rights. No, you cannot limit our ammo. No, you can't restrict how many guns we can have, or the caliber, or basically anything. I mean, we have a right to defend ourselves. That's the Second Amendment, and I think, I know every state has their own rules, but that's a federal, that should be standard federal across the board. That's what our Second Amendment is.
I don't know. Some say that the state should always trump federal, and some say vice versa. But I don't think anything should trump the Constitution.
Well, that's where I'm saying that's where the feds should be stepping in on those states. The states and the feds, I think, should balance out one another. I think the states should have, you know, their own laws, because we have different areas. We abide by kind of different rules because we have different ways of living and different things that we have to deal with in our areas. And that's why it's good to give the states the power too. Plus, we also can throw, you know, the federal government if they're corrupt. But the feds should also be coming in if they're seeing a state that's corrupt or taking the power away from the people. That's where the feds need to step in and say, no, this is against the Constitution, and this is where we're going to say, no, you can't do this. But the problem is the feds and the states are both corrupt, so we just get fucked.
I was going to say, right now, we have the most corrupt administration since Obama. Oh, that's right, we still have Obama. So, it's like, who's there for us? And that's the problem. That is the $1 million question. There is nobody right now speaking and acting for the rights of the American people, because we have a banana republic. Cold-hearted bastard, 2 thumbs up and 6 shots. Good smile money, and then there's like an entire screen's worth
Fucking
of
lots of
sub-comments.
smile monies back and forth. He likes to argue with everybody.
Smile money says 4 cartons of cigarettes would be around 200.
No,
And no, it's not.
like 400. They're $100 a piece.
Yeah, it was.
They're 100, 120, depends on what brand you get.
I want to say it was almost $400.
Yeah, and Dave smokes the nasty cheap ones. Shit,
That's right.
Go try getting a carton of Marlboros, man. They're gonna be 100 plus.
That is less than 500, but I agree that there are not good for most people. Kind of like $300 bottle of scotch. Okay, but you didn't buy them. Yet if David had to keep one vice, smoking was a wise choice. I guess over drinking. Now, I don't disagree with anything you said other than the price, because it was $125 more to buy my remote start than what he spent.
Well,
and like he pointed out, David smokes Pyramid. That is
cheap. Let's just say this. It's probably $10-11 a day if you smoke a pack a day. I mean, that's about the average. It's about the average is what I'd say. Now, that's just one pack. I know people that smoke 2 packs a day.
or more. Like,
I used to when I was when I was real young. I'd smoke 2 packs a day because I was doing construction and I fucking hated working. So, you'd be sitting there looking at what you got to do and thinking about how you want to do it.
2 cartons later.
You know what I mean? But,
Matt has 1 wall up.
No, it wasn't that bad.
Sub-comments, DFC says cigs in Minnesota are $10 a pack or more.
Yes.
And then he says DFC, 20 packs, $10 is $200. Eric smokes cigars, they're $10 a piece, and lights them with rolled up $10 bills, $100 bills, ignited by his grill while cooking tomahawk steaks marinated in $300 bottle of scotch. Din says, not if you buy filtered cigarettes, definitely not a cig trademark. Online, it's like $60.
Hey, I did get that bag. Yeah, if you want some smokes too, by the way, because I know you said you don't got no money. I'm not buying smokes. I still got a whole bunch of those self-rollers we can make. Hey, that way though, you can have smokes for cheap, man. Cheap. I'm talking like $50, and I'll be able. That's like a carton. $50 is like a carton. Just buy some tubes, buy your tobacco, and then I had to buy the roller, and I bought a little case to keep your cigarettes in. You get all that for like $50, and that'll last you well over a month.
I was going to say, I think even the cheap smokes are probably more than $10 a pack these days. The last time I bought a pack of American Spirits, it was
yeah, they're the most expensive ones.
What was it, $13.55?
But their claim to fame, and I don't know how accurate it is. I know Smile Money hates me telling him to fact check it, but maybe he'll know. But supposedly, American Spirits are supposed to be all natural. They're not supposed to have any of that extra chemical shit sprayed onto them or in them. So
somehow I want to call it bullshit. It probably is.
That's what they say.
Well, I know that was.
But that's why I'm saying maybe someone knows or someone can find something against it. Smile Money would be that guy. He likes to really do his research online.
Did I read DFCs? Packs, cartons, so 4 cartons, 40 packs.
It's like $300 a month. I mean, on average, you got 28 to 31 days in a month. On average, it's about, let's just say, $300 a month just to smoke.
And then he says he stands corrected. Minnesota taxes the hell out of them.
They do. That's also true.
Still less than a remote start. But only 2 cartons were for David. Well, that's like saying I bought 4 cartons and only 2 of them were mine, but they're still Christine and it's still the same household. It's still the same money. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you're not wrong there.
The bottom line is, in 3 months, you could fully have paid for 2 installed remote car starts. And when it's all over, I still have them instead of a pile of cigarette butts and ash.
Yes, and butts.
DFC back to him. Minnesota taxes the hell out of everything to pay for all the programs. Mini California up here.
That's very true.
And then he says they would have a serious tax money shortfall problem if all the smokers quit. That's also true.
Tax more on alcohol. They still got a bunch of boozers up here.
For a while,
us in Wisconsin, we're like the highest, we're the highest states of boozers. I think we have the biggest cities all across like the most alcoholics all across the country are in Minnesota and Wisconsin. I think the top 10 or top 20 cities.
Last one on this clusterfuck of sub-comments. He says the DFC, that's the problem with so-called sin taxes. Philly did it with large sugar drinks. Everyone just crossed over the city line to purchase. Their revenue was high the first year until they figured out how to avoid it.
I'll be back.
Poco, dude, drop T-Mobile. They now fine businesses for texting people stuff. T-Mobile doesn't like stuff about guns. They now are working to do that with normal emails. Problem is, I don't really have much of a choice. It's either fucked, or fucked. Jeremy, the pre-dawn story time. I have a 22 caliber blank gun with a plug in the barrel. Long ago, me and a friend would get drunk, put earmuffs on, and play Russian roulette. Ah, good times. When he says to him, earmuffs, drunk, playing stupid games, but you thought to protect your hearing. Poco, you should call Matt and Miles to the kitchen, then text them goodbye, then do a basement pop. Bad. He's laughing his little eyes out. Cheapo gun guy, you never heard the story of Romeo and Juliet and Bob? Poco to him, what about Bob? God. Billy says Z11. That's a miss. Poco, I ate. What'd you eat? I ate is a miss. That was not a pro level move. If you were to have made one move to the south, you would have ruled out 1, 2, 3 possibilities instead of just one. She's going, yep, look at my ass. Bad says, greetings, Captain. Greetings, Bad. Oh, smile money. Maybe I should warm this up for when Matt gets back.
Bullshit detected. Take precautions.
It works. Smile money. I copied you on a pizza store assistant manager opening in West Duluth, but YouTube deleted it. What? You often spoke of your success in that career. Papa John's? Are you sure? Papa John's went out of business in West Duluth. I don't even know where the closest one even is. Another fun fact, I've never had a pizza or anything from Papa John's. I got something I'd like to pop. An assistant manager. Nice outfit. Smile money. I could have tuned into Locked and Loaded, but I got hooked on watching this. Hey, you showed up. Poco. Holly Nostra is Italian for to your health. Cheapo Gun Guy says, but how about Fingi in a Nostra? TC63 2A. A vegetarian and a vegan jump from a plane to see who hits bottom first. Who wins? Answer: society. Wow! I looked at. Wow! Bet you she's not from Holland. That's funny. These society. Money, no bacon cheese spread, but if Miles comes over with a bottle of A1 steak sauce, run. Din sub-comments, some of the MREs got cheese spread and tortillas to wipe your ass. According to E, that would be about the same as local Taco John's. Although he should at least check them dates and rotate the stock. Cheap old gun guy. Our diversity is our strength and our unity is our power. In other words, many guns pointed in one direction. J-Dog says, yeah, I think I can find something to review. When? You gonna be here tomorrow? No, Monday? Wow, now I know how Lily feels. I don't even know what fucking day it is. It's because I'm a loser.
Don't worry, you can join the rest of the boys that come visit me in the mornings. Have our morning coffees or beers and
Samantha's already upset with
grill
me
some
today.
breakfast. Why?
Where's Bergie's?
It's just going on like 27th area.
She goes, come down to Bergie's. I believe the guy that owns the place is running the bar right now. You could have a conversation with him.
I used to be related to him, actually. My grandpa was related to him, I believe. I went down there to get a job. I tried back in the day, and the only thing they had available was kitchen, and I'm like, I'm not fucking grilling, sorry.
Not fucking grilling.
Well, they don't make shit for money. They don't make the tips. So I want to be on the front of the house, not the back of the house. Plus, you smell and fucking look like grease cooking from bars like that.
Oh, remember when Sam used to work for fucking Wendy's? That fucking cooking oil like ate through the soles of your shoes.
Yeah.
Ish. There's some pictures of her that I'd still fuck her. But there's other pictures of her that look really, really good. But she's like a beer girl.
I was gonna say the Heineken.
There's always
bottom tops.
There's always pictures. It'd be fun if she's blowing those bubbles out of her ass.
She looks like Taylor Swift though, like the face. So you know what?
Don't wreck it for me.
I was just gonna say I'd have to turn off the lights, honestly.
I was doing okay on getting an erection. Now I can't maintain it.
I'm sorry, I'm just not a Taylor Swift fan at all, and that. Look at her face, does it not? Especially with the glasses and everything, like that. That's just like what fucking Swift would do.
That was a nicer body than Taylor has.
All agreed. Agreed.
I mean, those legs may go all the way up there, but Lord knows what they go to.
That's my kind of girl right there. I mean, I know it's an impossible job to make me look big, but someone tiny like that make me look, or at least feel a little bit bigger.
God damn, I gotta take a selfie of my dick on your chest. It looks gigantic.
You know what I mean? White man problems, right?
Gotta love the little girls. So, J-Dog, Monday, we're doing a brew review.
Eric will be here.
Probably. That is a hell of a guess from Matt, but...
And we still gotta go shoot one of these days before it gets too cold. But every time I want to and I get a day off, like today, right now, it's snowing. I really don't want to break my virgin in a bunch of frickin' wetness. I like that one. I like that one.
A client, Eric. You are all-knowing and seen. Everyone who doubts you or your decisions is a heretic and a non-believer. Shocking. There's a sub-comment from Smile Money.
I was just going to say, let's grab the pitchforks now.
He says, trust no one and even question yourself. He says to Smile Money, blasphemy, just like Judas and Miles.
Judas. I didn't watch that show, so I don't. I'm guessing there was a reference there.
I don't think it's Judas and Miles. I think it's Judas and somebody else.
I don't know. I guess I didn't get it. So
McLean says, I bet the new guy lasts a month with Greg. Again.
don't know.
I had a special gift. I told you this. Rick, because I used to work for Jack and Rick.
Yep.
I was in Rick's house once, and it was his son, Little Ricky, and I don't remember who else was there, and Little Ricky goes, I have to ask a question. As a family, we sit around and wonder how in the hell you've made it this long working for Greg.
Takes a special someone.
I kind of wonder how many, like, if you could get like $100, how much money you'd have right now if you got $100 for every person that's ever worked for him and quit, either that day, the next day, or within the week. I don't.
He just yells that much, or what?
He's difficult to get along with.
Yeah,
to say the least.
You did it for a while. Seems like you guys are
12 years.
Even like potentially friends.
Only in the last couple. We had a coming to Jesus day where he asked me, this was after he was going to anger management.
Yeah.
And I said, you're a fucking prick. I said, a year ago when I literally put in my notice with Jack and Rick, and they had a powwow, and they said, no matter what happens, we cannot lose Eric. Well, they can't lose Greg because Greg is the licensed contractor. Yeah. I'll never not admit Greg has forgotten more about building and construction than I will ever know.
Yeah.
This son of a bitch can walk into a field and in his brain with a notepad and a piece of paper draw out everything. Like we'd remodel like the spook house, and he was probably, we went back a bunch of times, but for a long time we had gone to the store and purchased the right amount of 2x4s and the right amount of this and the right amount of that. He's like, well, it's just a math thing. Well, okay, that's great. Well, he knows exactly where the window it needs to be off the floor to be legal. If you got a bedroom and it has to be at this height, especially if it's in a basement, so that you can easement so that you can get out. But I'll never ever, I always, and I remember one time where I was asked some question, and it got back through Greg through the grapevine, like I had stabbed him in his back, like I was trying to come for his job. I looked at him one day and I'm like, give me a fucking break. Let's put it this way, Greg, if you right now said, fuck you all, here's my credit card and my keys, and you left, unless we had some simple ass shit to do for a while, I'd be walking out right behind him. He's always like, well, you need to know how to, for the last year, he's like, well, you need to know how to lay out this, and you need to know how to lay out stringers, and you need to lay out rafters, and you need to lay out, and I go, no, I don't. Well, I don't want, that's why when he's like, sure it'd been nice to know sooner that you didn't want to do this anymore. What the fuck were all those conversations in the morning where I said, I don't want to do this anymore. What can we do to make money and financially survive without it being construction? And all of a sudden, a year and a half later, it's like, I wish you would have let me know sooner that you were so unhappy doing construction. Jesus Christ, fucking open your ears and listen to me.
Well, see, that's why I hate construction, but I'd like to do furniture. Because you're inside in a shop, and it's not big, heavy, for the most part. It's not heavy stuff, other than maybe a tabletop.
Who asked me?
But
How do you feel about building cabinets? And I was like,
my dad used to be a custom cabinet builder. That's kind of where, and I don't want to do anything like that. I want to be able to build my own stuff, just more creativity, you know, building furniture or canes or just odds and ends and selling just unique pieces like that. But I just never do it. I should just start even doing some small like furniture for my own house. Coffee table, we don't have one.
first of all, you'll need your own house.
True. I'm talking about my grandma's house, so we don't even have a coffee table anymore.
That's an interesting story. Somewhere, either amongst my mother's shit or my stuff, is a coffee table that I made in shop class.
I made a real big one. It was at my mom's house for storage once I moved down with my grandma. And you know what they did? They sold it.
Well, here's the funny thing.
They sold it to their buddy. They did call and ask me. And I'm like, fine. But why do you want to sell it? And they, $40? I mean, like, that's like $200 worth of wood. Well, they only want the top. Well, everything else is veneer, you know, other than a couple, like, you know, face plating trim pieces, like, you know, a cabinet would be. Other than that, everything was veneer. Okay, but the top was all solid oak. So they wanted to take my fucking top solid oak piece and turn that into a coffee table.
Yeah, the funny thing is, I think about, at the time, how much work I put into that. And I'm telling you right now, if I had the material on hand and some bar clamps, I could recreate that coffee table in probably a half an hour out in the garage.
Well, that's why I'm saying, like, you could make some good money if you were able to custom, you know, if you start custom making furniture.
I'm bidding on a table saw because I had to give up my DeWalt. It's
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Greg wanted it back?
Well, according to him, it belonged to the company. You know, it kind of made me go, I have a question. Right now, if you quit, what happens to the air compressor, the planer? I'm trying to, a big a dust management system.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can guarantee you he fucking keeps it all. But I didn't want to argue with him. I bought that table saw brand new 25 years ago, and we're starting to have a problem with reliability on the fence.
That's the one I have, right?
A table saw.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
Oh fuck no!
Ripper, yeah.
That's
what I thought you had. We were talking about. You had to get back. I'm like,
oh
really?
no!
What? I'm
Be like, fuck you. No.
That's the one I thought you were talking about. Okay.
He's talking about my Bosch compound miter saw.
Yep.
I gave him my old one, which I made a few tweaks to it, and I think Matt could probably use it as long as he wants without worrying about it. Tool Crib down the street said they couldn't rebuild it. And I was like, Greg's like, that's bullshit. He goes, I think they just wanted to sell you a new one. I go, well, I showed them. I didn't buy it from them. But
I showed them.
But yeah, I got the brand new version. It never did end up on a JRJ Properties. As a matter of fact, I plugged it in and pulled the trigger to make sure the fucking motor worked on it.
That would be a good day at the bar.
You know, for some reason, I'd go 1, 2, 3 on this venture.
See, me, I think I would go middle, right, and then left.
She loses. She loses
smaller.
for me because
I was gonna say she's smaller, yeah, but she's probably the cutest.
my titties are bigger than hers.
Yeah, but she's probably the cutest.
Oh, and then there's that.
Yeah, probably take her over all of them, to be honest.
McLean, now that you are Sans job and you... What? Now that you are Sans job, you and I can spend all the time in the world together, baby. I'm halfway there. See you soon. Baby girl, start your stretches.
You know what, McLean? You're not wrong, because Eric's getting desperate. He's even asking me to come hang out sometimes. Hey, Matt, we're doing breakfast tomorrow after work? Like, Jesus Christ, dude, it's 6 a.m. You're already fucking awake and that's sad?
Hey, Matt, look, did you get that for me?
No problem, Eric.
forgetting about this.
What the hell is it? I didn't even look.
It's a
Little rails in it? No.
clip, and I don't know if you could use it on a gun holster or just on a sheath, but a few people,
Just a little belt clip, essentially.
yeah, a few people swear by it. I think it's one of those ones where as you tighten it, it like locks. I don't know. I've never, obviously you can see I've never even had it out of the package. I would say at least I knew where it was, but I forgot I even had it. Actually, it should be in there amongst the other ones, but wow. That's an overhead view of Holland.
Alright, Eric. Time out real quick. Pocket dump. What knives you got on you today in your pajamas?
I'm only wearing jammies.
That's what I said. Because you always have knives on you. I just want to see what you got today.
I only have one.
Oh, sad. I bet you it's the flipper. Oh, no, I'm wrong. I thought it was going to be your auto blade.
I almost bled out because of this knife. It did
That way you were
that
sleeping?
in my pocket.
Oh.
See,
Who was
it's-
that? Did you hear about that story with the guy that killed himself, stabbing himself? Some father?
No,
Yeah.
like intentionally.
No, I think it was an accident. I didn't hear the whole story. That's why I was wondering if you heard it. This guy, I guess, stabbed himself a bunch. His father was unintentional stabbing. How do you you have a knife and then you have a seizure? That's why I was wondering if you heard it.
I got an itch. God damn! What the hell? What kind of scratch that is?
I didn't hear the story. Just the headline, and I was like,
I also have
Oh.
some allergy relief if that counts.
no. Just wanted to see what blades you had on today. Yesterday you had what, 4?
Well, that's because I wasn't in my jammies.
I know, I get it, but still, 4 pockets, or I mean 4 knives. 4 knives at any given time is a little excessive.
You should be happy at the Springfield.
What do you mean I should be happy at Springfield? You think I like Springfield? I do kind of like Springfield.
I hope you like them more than Glock.
Hey, I brought my Springfield. Mine's better. Yours is too big and bulky. Actually, I don't know. The XD, this is the same model. It's still pretty small. I don't like that ring where it is, though. I definitely feel that on my pinky. Definitely feel that on the pinky. Now, is this 10 millimeter? Okay, I was gonna say I was gonna guess 45. I was gonna say, is this the 45?
You know what? I think the 45 is the exact same size as this, though.
Yeah. All right. I do like the fact that's a 10 mil, but come on, you can't say that doesn't fit in your hand so much better.
No, this does feel good.
I think that feels great. I gotta get out and practice with that, honestly, because I can't hit a broadside of a barn with that bitch.
Well, I haven't shot that, but that'd be interesting to see if I do like I normally do. If I wanted to hit you between the eyes, I seriously have to shoot like I'm shooting the fucking water heater.
Yeah.
I don't understand what I do so wrong. I must... I'm pushing, so it's like boom, and all the bullets are now hitting you. Boy, I tell you, the smaller the gun, the worse it gets.
Oh, absolutely, yes. That's why I'm not a huge fan of like really small conceal and carries.
That's why everybody except for J-Dog should have a 1066.
See, I would like to carry my 10 mil more, but I got the flashlight on it. I don't have a holster that goes with the flashlight.
The flashlight.
Well, actually, and I did it. I have the holster you gave me that fits almost any gun because it's what kind of material I don't even know, but it's got some adjustable things, some straps and whatnot. But
the universal.
yeah. But even then, it doesn't want to work with the flashlights, and I can take that out. But that's just really a big, bulky gun. I mean, it's not huge and bulky, but I mean...
I have a universal holster if you want to try it.
It's not something I want to carry unless like it feels good on me. I do love the gun. Trust me, if shit hits the fan, I'm putting it on my side. But actually, what I would do, I can put that in my shoulder holster. Or I mean, you know, my shoulder holster. I can use that for my 10 mil. The only problem is I have to take the flashlight off. Like, I have to take the flashlight off to carry that in anything. So then it eliminates the rail. So that's essentially my bedroom gun, because this has a flashlight on it, and I still can clip it on any belt. So plus it's small concealment.
You try that.
Tell you what, after walking around with this for about a month, you know, it's sitting right there, it pokes out on occasion. Well, the new manager at Quick Trip has been there for probably a good 6 months, and he's never really tried to get to know my name up until the last month or two when I've had this clipped on. He's like, "What's your name again? What's your name again?" And he'll sit there and guess before I tell him, or before he even asks what is it. He's like, "I try to remember, regular faces," and he'll fucking guess every time.
Same with the one over here.
Yeah. Oh, I know almost every one of them. They all know me.
The head manager is a guy.
No, it's a woman, but he's like the new night. He was the night trainee manager or whatever.
It's the
It's a little
smaller...
short guy, dark hair. He's got glasses. His name's Troy. He's a nice guy. He's kind of goofy. When he first started, I thought he was fucking slow and dumb as a box of rocks. But he was just kind of learning, I think, his place and what he needed to do there.
Now, I know this is a lousy...
He seems to be actually really nice and cool.
I know this isn't a lousy way, and if she was hearing me say this, she'd be offended. In a way, for an older woman, she's still okay looking. But she looks like the kind of person that could be a witch on Halloween and play the role perfectly. That's the head manager.
Yeah.
That's the one I thought it was.
Yeah, she's my Quick Trip mom.
She's almost only there in the mornings.
Yeah, she used to be all nights. Now she's mornings. She's like my Quick Trip mom, dude. She is so cool. We sit and bullshit all the time, and she, I guess, is a huge weed smoker. She's like, "Dude, when you need a hookup, you let me know." Seriously, she's like, "I can get some real good stuff for cheap," because I walked in there from the bar one night, and I was just hella reeking. So she's like, I'm like, "I could just drive out to Michigan half the time, And she's like, "I got some shit."
What's going on there?
She goes, "I got some shit. It's really good." She goes, "I'll get it to you for cheap." So I still have to talk to her yet, but I haven't. So what's this? This is...
It's supposed to be universal, so I don't know.
so you have, but you have to use this light?
I think so.
Okay, I was just wondering that.
And it can be left side, right side. I think you can control the cant.
Is this for a 1911?
Well, I don't know if a 1911 is one of the 200... That's why I say you could try it.
I was going to say I can try it, but otherwise I don't know.
I mean, of course, they picture it with a Glock.
Yeah.
There's a shock. Fucking Glock.
Well, so I wonder what clips in. If the light is what clips in, you know what I mean?
I tried it on something, probably a Glock.
Did it fit good?
Yeah. It holstered and stayed in place.
I'll give it a check.
McLean, a man that has been my hero, died Monday. He was the smartest man I ever met. He is the man that introduced me to pews and motorcycles and working on cars, etc. He was also an amazing surgeon. He operated on Michael London and saved him from cancer. He was a great man. Wade says, sincere condolences, my friend.
That does actually suck, I mean, it's definitely not necessarily your father, whether he was or wasn't, but that sounds like father figure material. Everyone looks up to somebody outside of their father on, occasions. And like you said, he brought you into guns, brought you into, car stuff like that. Sorry for your loss.
And Sharky says condolences. I say condolences. I mean, what? You don't even share this information with me? You leave it in a fucking comment, you loser? Fuck.
No, that sucks.
I thought we were friends.
It sucks.
Klein says, forget frostbite, Eric. I went out in 52 degrees tonight, and I'm not crying about it. Please, I get zombie nail.
Fucking, what a softie.
Wade, I love doing Locked and Loaded, but I need a little bit of notice. I'm a popular guy. Wade will be on next Friday.
Oh gosh, Wade, really blowing your ego up like that?
He's a popular guy. In other words, you gotta watch his grandkids. No.
Way to call them out. No, hey, if that was the truth, then good for you, man. Good for you.
Yeah, God, I gotta check. The governor might give me a call, blah, blah, blah. No, you weren't. You were watching your grandkids.
Hey, by the way,
Uh-huh.
we got 2 more openings for Forge operators at work, just letting you know.
Bullshit level, DEFCON 5.
They filled one already. They just filled one.
Yeah, that guy will be gone in a week.
Maybe.
What? I'm supposed to work?
I swear to God, they just look at the applications and they say, all right, this guy might fit. Let's give him a drug test. If he fails his drug test, you're hired. I swear to God, that's what it seems like right now. All these new guys.
Hey, we're going to have you in for an interview. Your boss leans across the desk and goes, he's hired.
Looking at his pupils, oh, he's dilated as fuck. I think this guy will fit in good.
He fits right in.
I mean, seriously, I don't know what the fuck.
Jesus Christ.
Guy's drunk on the job, fucking's got a backpack full of booze bottles. You fucking call the head guy and all he does is say, so what happened?
Jesus.
I'm going to sit in the office in case anything happens.
First day, wheels in a 2-wheel dolly with a pony keg on it. You can't expect me to get through the whole shift without drinking.
You know what? That wouldn't be a bad idea. Just hook one of those pony kegs up on the fucking crane. So if they ever do a walkthrough, you know, you'd really have to look up to see that bitch. Just lower it down. Hey, it's night shift, man. Everyone, you know, this is just our little group hub here.
Do you have cameras in there?
No. Well, they say they were going to put them in because of the shit that's going on, but then people complain. It's like, why you got to videotape me because other people are being fucking idiots? And that's true. That's kind of how I feel. But at the same time, it's like, well, maybe that's why everyone thinks you can just go ahead and drink and smoke.
Oh.
Honestly, everyone knows, not at work, but I mean everyone on the show knows I drink and I like to partake, you know. But you don't fucking do it on the goddamn job. I mean, hell, maybe if I was a little gate security guard, you know, where I collect some change, you might be able to get away with that. I don't think you're really going to hurt anyone's safety. But when you're using cranes and forklifts and you got machinery that, I mean, you got lockout, tag out, fuck, that shit will crush you in a second. You could, you know, you'll be fucked. That's not a place to be drinking and smoking. It's just...
Yeah, shit. Just foreshadowing, I should have taken this like an hour ago. Fuck.
Oh, fuck me.
God, the other night, Christine sneezed like 12 or 13 times.
That's my grandma. No, my grandma, and we always laugh because we'll count it. It always ends on an odd number. She can't fucking stop on an even number. So then we always count.
Can you imagine being a sniper in the worst possible scenario, and all of a sudden, oh fuck, oh shit, oh my god, no. You just like let one fly. Okay, nothing. That's what's wrong with her. She's doing.
Yeah, I like that. I really like the brunettes.
Oh.
I mean, I like my blondes, but good brunette. Good brunette.
Yeah, Jesus God.
Redheads are nice, but honestly, not all redheads are pretty.
Yeah,
They're already rare, so when you find a rare redheaded beauty that's all natural, that is a diamond in the rough. But
hey, we should have a basement pop.
all right, you want to do it together?
Would you like to have my meat in your mouth?
Tempting.
They're not really hot, but I like the taste.
I just had some. My grandma bought a bunch of them. She gave me 2 hot ones. She gave me a Bloody Mary one. She gave me one of like all different flavors because she went over Superior Meats and she knows I like beef sticks and jerky and whatnot.
Oh, the one that David wanted me to try was the pickle. And I have
Odd,
to
but you know,
say,
I'd consider. I mean, I'd consider trying it, or I would try it. I mean, I'd consider thinking that might not be bad. Like with the saltiness.
Surprisingly, wasn't bad, but for 20 of them,
Well, like the salt. No, just the salty kind of weird pickled flavor might not be horrible on a meat.
I at least knew that I could easily get through 20 of these without it going bad.
Oh yeah, I like the Bloody Mary ones too. Those were good.
Used to be the #1 thing in a Bloody Mary from Blackwoods. Then Blackwoods stopped doing that, and then Blackwoods stopped their in-house recipe.
Yeah.
Technically, it's David's meat.
Well, it's probably just cheaper. You know, in their mind, it's probably just cheaper instead of making your own recipe or following through making it. Just buy them like we do. You know, buy them made.
Easy peel. EMT. I've had the Fruit Force. Thought it was too sweet. Tart-like tasting and not really fruity.
By the way, you're slacking on your cardio. I don't see no fuck you 46. I don't see no special edition signs. Hell, I don't even see any license plates on that bitch yet.
Hey, thanks to somebody, I do have this though. I got it. I already lost it. Oh. This is going on there as soon as the license plates show up.
It would be like it. That's awesome. That's a cool one.
I could never put it on the truck
Yeah.
because the
Doesn't
fucking
fit, yep.
bumper
Yep.
is higher than the license plate.
No, I know what you're talking about. Doesn't fit on there.
So, all you'd see is in loving memory of, and that was it. Christine hasn't noticed yet, but it's got a temporary.
Yeah, in the back window. I seen that.
Expired last year.
Oh, I seen. Yeah, I didn't look at the expiration.
What the fuck am I supposed to do? I legally have insurance on it. I've got all the paperwork that proves my ownership. And Sam said she paid all the taxes, transfer fees for the title, and tabs.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming I'm going to get the title and a license plate in the mail.
Yeah, and that sometimes takes like a month or two.
Meanwhile, they give you a temporary piece of paper that expired fucking, what's today? It expired 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Expired on the 28th.
Well, that's just what you show them. I mean,
Spidey said, this is Dave's mailman, Spidey goes, Duluth cops don't give a fuck
yeah, as
about
long as
that. But the sheriff will.
Especially if you can prove it.
Or if you're on the... Yeah, I can reach in the glove compartment and show you that everything has been paid for.
Well, and they might give you a fix-it ticket, but there's not much they can help. There's not much else they can do if you've proven that you have this shit, and you still don't have it. What are you supposed to do? Not drive? It's not my fault. Shit slow.
And what if it was the only choice I had?
Mm-hmm.
Like today, I actually felt...
Well, technically, it's another... Again, that's against our constitutional rights. We shouldn't have to have insurance. We shouldn't have to have license. We are all allowed to drive. Unless we're doing it commercially, we are all technically supposed to be allowed to drive. They're not supposed to hinder our travel.
Smile money said to press this.
Oh, come on now. That ain't even bullshit. That's horse shit.
Problem is a cop will tell you...
But look it up.
It's
Look it
not
up. I'm not
a
lying.
right. It's a privilege.
No, it is a right.
Not according...
That's in the Constitution.
That you get a driver's license?
No, you don't need a driver's license. They can't stop you from traveling, even in a vehicle. It's all when it comes to commercial.
Actually, I can't fight him on this because I don't know the particulars.
It's when it comes to commercial driving.
I don't.
Like I said, look it up.
All I know is I've done nothing wrong. So if I get pulled over and get any kind of a violation, I'm like, what the fuck do you want me to do? This is my only form of transportation. Do you have any idea?
You do know they probably have your other 2 vehicles on record, so that might be a lie.
Do you have any idea what I pay in car insurance?
A lot less than I do.
Oh, Christine pointed out yesterday that our car insurance has now bypassed our house payment.
Oh, then you pay more, for sure.
But you have to keep in mind how many fucking things are on there.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. You got, what, 3, 4 items at least? 4 items. You got your motorcycle, your truck, and then your car, and then Christine.
The Honda.
The Honda?
Christine's.
Yeah.
Then Sam's Honda.
Oh, that's on yours as well?
WRX STI.
So there's 2 more.
Sam's Subaru.
3 more. Okay, so there's 3 I don't know about.
I have at least 7. I'd have
But
to.
she should be paying you for those.
Sam does reimburse, and Sam also bartered for endless mechanical.
But that's also because you get better. She gets better prices through you, and I can understand that.
Oh yeah.
No, I understand that, but it's not like, all right. So what you actually pay for, though, that she doesn't reimburse or doesn't give you a good deal out of. Like me, I only have my truck and my snowmobile, and right now I haven't paid for a year on my snowmobile because I pay that once a year. So just get rid of the snowmobile.
Jesus, the motorcycle's almost like a free thing.
The snowmobile, I think, was like $6,000 to $1,000 a year. $6,000 to $1,000.
Wow, that's so fucked.
Well, no, that was when I had my DWI. I went up to $1,000. Normally it's like $600.
You know, the problem is, you can say this, that, or the other thing, but they penalize you for all of the things you've done wrong, regardless if...
And you know what? I never have accidents. And if I have, they're not my fault. I get paid. The insurance gets paid for
Even
it.
if I have, I just kept on going. Like the other day when this dumb bitch in a black Honda Pilot had right away, and I... What?
What, are you trying to say that was me?
I still think the vehicle that both of us have found was probably the vehicle. The
Oh,
cops.
did you see the same one I did then?
I think that's the one that Christine goes, just keep going. But I think that it was the one that you saw. But it was being driven by a black kid with a big old... He looked like a fucking troll doll when you spin him up. And Christine goes, it wasn't a black kid. It wasn't him. That is not who got out of the car. It was a wigger.
Okay.
It was like the skinny white kid. And I'm like, they could be sharing a vehicle.
Right.
I go, I bet you that was it. I mean, it was all fucked up on the passenger side. And it was a Chevy Suburban, black Chevy Suburban.
You know, we can always go throw some nails under the tires just for shits and giggles.
I mean, just to be sure. I mean, we can nuke it from space. I mean, I'm good at it. If it's even a 50-50. Just kidding.
As soon as it goes to a 60-40, I say we start doing some sugar in the gas tank.
As soon as it goes to 60-40, I'm burning that bitch to the ground.
No, just fucking ruin the engine. It'll be totaled. They won't fix it.
Yeah, I don't know. It would. I'm guessing the guy kept on going because either A, someone was looking for him,
No insurance.
or no insurance.
Someone from Chicago or no insurance.
And that's why I told Christine, I said, you know what, fine. I'm going to keep driving even though I'm guessing that was the vehicle that hit you. But if he doesn't have insurance, the outcome's the same. With the exception that he gets a ticket. And maybe deserving so. I mean,
jail time
hit
too.
and run.
A hit and run, that's jail time too.
It's not just for breakfast anymore.
How much more comments you got, by the way?
Not much.
Good, because fuck, I'm done with my other beer.
I know, what the fuck?
Well, that was a PBR. Those go down like water.
Oh, did you have this one? Double IPA?
I think so. That looks familiar.
We could 50-50 it.
God, God damn, I always open the fucking fridge with the cheese, dude.
Did you have this
When are
one?
you gonna throw that fucker out?
Supra?
I think I did, actually. I think we did do that.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hey, while you're down there, by the way, we definitely did that one together, but that was also a long time ago.
Weren't these from Richie Poo?
I don't know. That was I'm pretty sure those were a long time ago that we did those.
Bear Hop?
I don't just grab some. I don't even give a shit. I just know I'm a little parched and I'm out of beverage.
Jesus Christ.
Every one you pulled out, I think we tried most all of them. And I don't have to have something new. Let's
No
just
contest,
have something.
raspberry tart.
Don't want no tart. Don't want no tart.
Well, break this bitch open. That one was good. I know that.
What are you doing for dinner tonight? I gotta do some chicken on the grill, but
Not chicken.
no, I gotta do chicken on the grill, but it's gonna go to the griddle because we're gonna do a bunch of mixed vegetables.
I am tailoring chili for tomorrow. Got all the. Oh,
What are you doing for tonight?
motherfucker! I left all that shit in the back of the car. Fuck.
I made breakfast sandwiches. I almost brought you over one, but you said you're not a huge breakfast guy. But you know what? I made sure to save some
I
bacon.
also left early this morning.
I made sure to save bacon. We got some bacon, eggs, and toast, so
God damn it!
we can still do some Monday morning.
Putting shit in the back seat of this car, in this car, has turned into the void. All my chili supplies are in the fucking car.
Oh my!
EMT says PS wasn't bad, just not as advertised. Then EMT says you probably won't have water in a power outage after the pressure dies in the lines from the water plant. Since the plant won't have power too, that's a possibility. Yeah, we will be. That'll be the thing that'll fuck us more than anything.
What's that?
Not having water in the next few months when the world goes down.
Well, I know I've got a few oil cleaners, but we are able to very much access fresh water. We might have to still treat it, clean it ourselves.
That's true. I just boil it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Not everything can be boiled out either.
I still have that.
But I know a couple good filtration systems, and I've got a book that shows all that shit.
I also have a bladder that's supposed to go inside of a bathtub. But maybe between now and then I should build a frame and put it down here. And I also have drops that you put in that keep water good for over a year.
I get those drums at work. I can get drums at work, but a lot of times,
Those
like
blue ones?
Yeah, but even then, sometimes they're like you're not supposed to drink out of it because what they're doing is holding oil in them. Well, that's what I'm saying. But if I could get like a clean one, or even just
You get a
clean
couple
them out,
clean ones, you put one in each of our basements and just fill them fucking now. Or fill them if shit starts, if things even start to look dicey, you start filling it. Because like EMT said, if the power went out right now, we could probably each fill a 55-gallon drum, but probably nothing the next day. Because the pressure would be lost in the
system.
EMT on De Niro. I rode a locomotive cab ride with a friend for a day, and our freight conductor looked familiar as hell to me. Ended up that he was a child actor who played the young brother Jamie in the Homeward Bound movies. You know, the little boy known for Chance, Come Here Boy. Ends up that he had the part to play De Niro's son in the movie The Fan, but De Niro pissed and cried until the producer axed the conductor and brought in another kid to play the part of his son, read more button, in the movie. This pretty much killed our conductor's acting career. Last I knew, he was a locomotive engineer for Amtrak, Working out of Michigan somewhere. Fucking De Niro. Loser.
He is kind of a douche. You know what the problem is? I like his movies, but he's a fucking douche. Like, he's the douche that he is in the movies, but we all kind of love and enjoy that. But he's just worse in real life. Like, his political thoughts and beliefs on a lot of these things, it's like, well, either he is that fucking dumb and crazy, or he's getting paid for it. And neither one of them am I going to support. So I try not to watch any more of his movies nowadays, but I won't lie, I did enjoy I enjoy him as a actor.
EMT says Fire Truck 3. F3 is a misdemeanor.
This is so funny too.
And hashtag Trump 2024. Hashtag Trump GOAT 2024. Greatest of all time. And hashtag mega.
If you look, and they're all complaining, there's the one line left. It's only got 4 fucking pegs in it. Every other has minimum 5 or 6. They're really struggling with that, but it's the one line they're not touching.
It's also a pro level thing because Poco played that shot today. If he would have played this shot, he ruled out that entire area. But now he's left it active. There's 2 possible places a ship could now still be sitting right there.
Mm-hmm. So, what are you saying? He's just an amateur?
I didn't say that. You did. Maybe. Oh, here, you can always tell you're in home stretch. Sharky, didn't Larson get canned as mayor during the last election?
Goddamn right.
New mayor should take care of your road situation.
That's also goddamn right.
You guys should adopt our thing regarding roads and traffic. The owner of the road, local municipality, state and federal, is liable for damage and possible unsafe situation. Read more button. Our roads are like a racetrack all over the country. Sharky, I don't know if we had this conversation, but here's what the city of Duluth did. If you hit a bump right now and it literally tears the fucking bottom off of your Audi.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter unless that particular pothole has been reported already. If it isn't, so sad. So unless you know someone here in Duluth that's driving around reporting potholes, they're not being reported.
Well, no, I thought it was the reported ones that they have to get fixed, and they don't fix them.
Well, if they don't, then that's how they are liable.
Well, that's what I'm saying, yeah. And you know what? The thing was, they didn't mark any of these down until just within the last year, even probably, I think, 6 months. And they started going around in the last 6 months because it's become such an issue. We got fucking railroad irons coming up through our roads. Yeah. And potholes that are like fucking...
Our avenue?
Yeah, 6 to 8 inches fucking deep. When you say moon craters, it's... I don't know how... You're happy about your car? I don't know how any fucking car even drives on these roads. I've got a truck.
No, I look like I'm running a mogul run.
Even then, I'm like, damn, man. Even in my truck, I'm like, you gotta go slow. This is like fucking driving through the woods, no road. You're just on a little logging path. Hell, half the time you're driving over logs. That's what the fucking Duluth roads feel like.
Sharky says, if you think that pocket knife is dangerously sharp, get over here and experience crazy sharp with my kitchen knives.
Which one was that you're talking about? The
Browning?
The Browning, yeah. No, it... Actually, the factory... No,
That was just like...
I clean shaved myself right there, real quick, just one swipe. That thing actually was surprisingly sharp from the factory. Granted, it was Browning, so you think, you know, you're going to take it out hunting or whatnot. That thing was really sharp. The problem is, you got a bunch of old man thick hair. Like, my hair is actually... Look at that.
I sharpened the
Mine's
fuck out
still
of
a
this.
little baby... My hair, for the most part, is still baby thin.
I worked very hard to get this as sharp as it is.
Yeah.
And it's still not as sharp as that Browning.
No, it was... No, like I said, I don't care what... I don't care if you put it in an end table or this or that. Just don't give that knife away. If you're not going to use it, let me know. I'll just maybe try to find you something more compliable to you, because I like that knife. That's a badass knife. But I thought you'd like it because it was the copper. I couldn't find the one I knew you liked that you pointed out at
I would
the store
rather
one
have
day.
the one that I like, but guess what? It looks like it has been seriously discontinued hard.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
So long it doesn't exist.
I couldn't find.
But that
So
one,
I-
that one's still a nice size, and it's a nice weight, and it's like fucking unbelievably sharp.
I found the one I would go with for, you know, the different copper ones because I couldn't find what you wanted. So I'm like, well, Eric's so picky, but he, you know, this is something he likes.
Bitch.
That's why I went with that. But like I said, I hope you do like it. If you don't, fucking let me know. I'll just buy it from you. You can buy your own goddamn knife with fucking proceeds.
Sell it on eBay. Sharky, hey, I almost hit the boat in the alley with the rental. Not anymore, you can't. That bitch is gone.
Did he finally get rid of it?
Yeah, Greg took it away on Friday.
Well, I know you said you sold it to Greg, or Greg was buying it. But until it goes through and that fucking boat's out of here, I don't believe it.
No, I plowed straight through and stuck everything in Diane's,
Drive.
along with her spite fence.
Are they finally gone, or are they still here?
No, they're gone. Which is good because
That's
her...
good.
Because
I was wondering where you...
Diane, I plowed your fucking
I was-
spite fence away this morning.
I was wondering where you were going to put the snow, because you did kind of swipe through my place, too. I still went out there and shoveled everything that was left, but...
No, I went past. I went as close as I could get to your garage and your truck.
No, I
and
get that.
I pushed it out on the avenue.
Okay.
But I'm getting good at that. Just before the blade hits the curb, because it hits fucking hard, just get it to come up so it hits the top.
Nicks off.
And push it off into someone's sidewalk, because I don't care.
Start burying fucking Rachel's fucking
Rachel.
area.
Cherokee SH, laugh out loud. Oh, we are seriously on home stretch. That means, Mr. 27 says 73rd. Then he says, I've had this brew a few times. I liked it. That's it. So, what do we think?
I gotta go start cooking chicken here.
Log a penis.
Log a penis?
Would you like to log a penis into that?
Long a penis?
I would love to log a penis into that. Look at that butt.
I'm not going to agree or disagree. I mean, she's got some nice titties, a real sweet ass.
It's not bad. Like
The Lagunitas was not as good as that,
oh,
but it wasn't bad.
thank you, Captain Obvious.
It wasn't bad.
I'd give it an 8.5.
I'm going 8.
I think they used a muss too many times. Robust kiss, flavor, cuss.
They were trying too hard on this one.
They thought they would be funny. They're not funny. Let's go to the club.
They were trying too hard. It wasn't bad. I won't lie. It wasn't bad. But
Jesus Christ. There's more people in the club than I've had in some of the fucking brew reviews. Miss 27, holy crap, this brew club, it's brew club time already.
I like that one. That almost reminds me of a way cuter Paris Hilton with bigger titties.
I have never wanted to get a chick out of a onesie so bad in my life.
I like her. She's cute.
Rich Huff says, cheers, clubbers.
Cheers, Rich. When you coming back? I haven't seen you for a while.
Bitch, I need salsa. Can you get up here by tomorrow?
Chop, chop.
We want to do burritos.
Eric's like, hey, got all the time in the world right now, so make your way on up here.
Come on, we can go shooting. We got to shoot his 44.
We got still sit in the 22 you fucked up.
By the way, I've
Well,
Hey.
I'm not going to say you fucked it up. You figured out what the problem was.
we can.
But I tell you what, I can't hit a broadside of a barn. And you know before that thing was like, you were hitting a coin.
Here's what I don't understand though. Let's say that the barrel.
It's supposed to be free floating. So I'm going to have to draw
Yeah,
a
but
dollar bill underneath.
Your barrel is still.
I
don't know. That doesn't make any sense.
I'll have to look at it. I'll have to put the dollar bill underneath.
It's okay
make
if
sure
we go
there's a
shoot
slide
that.
test.
I want to bring Project Overkill. I haven't shot that in a long time.
Well, we did say we were going to do a 22-day one of these days. Maybe I'll get Charlie out with us.
Hey, we could fire up the fireplace at the shack. We could shoot from the bedroom. Two things.
I don't care.
Steel to get your gun on track, and then we could put paper right next to it to confirm. Bring the spotting scope up.
I see what you're saying.
AKA the JP. Holy shit! Have you ever wanted to plow snow so badly?
That's the Eskimos' way of turning the lights out.
Wow. I don't care if that chick even has a head.
Wow. It's just going to be a frozen body. Good luck.
Well, no, get in there before it gets cold.
You hope. By the time you find that, it might be frozen.
It's like, oh, it seizes up right in the middle. Oh, Smile Money, oh, thank God. I feeling a co-host is up tonight.
Who said that?
Smile Money.
Well, good for him.
I'm taking an acid now just to be safe.
Yeah, fucker.
Oh, cheers.
Cheers, Smile Money, you prick.
Jesus Christ. How do you know?
You told him. You warned him. I know better. You don't have to show me your phone. Just keep reading so we can finish this.
Liar.
Oh, I see message. He's like, delete real quick.
No, I hate it when I pull the phone out and the goddamn takes a picture of your screen. Okay. When was the last time I actually talked to Smile Money?
I don't care. Just read those comments so we can get the fuck
No,
out
you're
of
going to
here.
throw dirt out there.
I was busting your balls, you dick.
Oh, here it is. December 26th.
2 minutes ago.
No, an hour ago. Taking that acid, bitch.
Oh.
It's going to be a hard one.
I don't care what you show me. I'm still not going to believe you.
Poco says, how about them shots?
We already did them.
What? You're quitting? That's it?
Trying to be somewhat responsible today. You want to do shots? Come join me at the barbecue.
I don't even want to go outside of the car to get the fucking groceries that are probably
All
frozen.
right, fine. I'll do a small shot with you. Really small. Very
Pure
light.
pressure loser.
Real small. Real light.
What do you want?
Whatever. Real small. Real light.
High end, low end?
Don't matter. Unless it's shit. And I'll tell you if it's shit.
Did you have any Flask 146?
I don't think so, but I think you're trying to set me up right now. You got the smile on your face like, gonna find out, ain't you? That's good. No, that's good, I said. Oh, you go shaking it off again. We shouldn't even listen to Loco anyways. I mean,
Poco?
when's that guy ever been nice to me? No, I call him Loco for a reason.
You should be able to smell this and immediately know what it is.
Bourbon.
No.
Oh, you're right. It's got some peat to it. It's got some peat. Why are you pointing? Why are you pointing?
Top row. 14.3.
Oh, okay. You know what? And I should have known because I watched the video, so I should have fucking
But no, you
I should
got
have
it, though.
known. No, at first it smelled like bourbon. It smelled like strong, like my nose hairs were burning off.
Oh, it is gonna burn your...
I said something light.
Oh, you said you didn't care. You just didn't want a lot
No,
of
I said
it.
something small, something light.
Okay, it's light. It doesn't...
Cheers, you prick.
God damn. The motherland.
You sit there and say, you don't drink other than when on the show. And then you know what? I try to fucking cut back on drinking, and all he does is push it on the show. What the... I feel a conflict of interest. Bullshit. Yeah, exactly. Bullshit.
Oh, hit on my ribs.
I didn't want to swallow it right away, but it hit that dingleberry. Everybody's like, ooh, oh, wow, ooh.
Actually, I've had
Then I
things...
swirl it around a bit because I want to taste it.
I've had things that were only moderately hot or spicy. If they hit that dingleberry, oh my god. It's like the one chip challenge just took place.
This is good, but I'll tell you what. This has a warming sensation like you don't believe.
This is my least favorite of all the Octomores.
I like it actually. It's good.
That's like saying that's my least favorite of all the Lamborghinis, though.
I like it. I like it. It's good, but let me tell you, that burning sensation. Maybe because I kept it in my mouth so long, just trying to really soak it in on my palate. Ooh, it's like a young Pam Anderson, but hopefully all natural. Whew. She's got me fucking excited. Too bad I can't grow fucking anything right now in this state.
Okay, let's get through this together.
I got that whiskey. I got that whiskey prick. She's good, but I wish I could, but I couldn't.
Mr. 27. He's got a way to go still. Read my first comment. Someone must be interpreting. It could be Brew Matt or Brew Miles.
What? Hold on. What was that? You got a way to go to my first comment. Someone must be.
Oh. Then he says,
I wasn't interrupting shit.
Then Bad says, howdy clevers. Bad. Then Mr. 27 says, I forget, is this an HKG93 hanging above the desk, Mr. Brewbomi? No, that's the C308. I wish it was an HK. Wow. She's okay too. J-Dog says Heart Club Mr. Holster. Oh, she's hot too. Jesus God. Miss 27, I need one of those J-Dog favorite pistols.
J-Dog favorite pistols. Oh.
And then he says, hopefully I get the last comment. Well, I'm going to hit the button and I'm about to tell you.
He sure did.
Yes, he did. Okay. So what's your prediction on this train wreck?
What train wreck?
Time-wise.
1:45. That was pretty fucking good.
That was good. She's hot.
Yeah, she is. The other one was too.
Okay, well, I guess I'll see you tomorrow where I'll be doing Does Water Mix Good with Ice Cubes?